when he got an opportunity to pursue his career. He wanted what he wanted, you know what I mean? He caused a lot of issues with her. Does Jay-Z believe that Rymir Satterthwaite is his biological son? What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody feeling today? As we all know, for like over 10 years now, I think, a gentleman by the name of Rymir Satterwaite has come forward claiming that Jay-Z is his biological father. Rymir claims that his mother was underage at the time he was conceived, and Jay-Z, I think, supposedly never had acknowledged his paternity or whatever the case may be. So what I thought I would do in this reading is I want to tap into Jay-Z's feelings. I want to see if Jay-Z believe Rymir is his biological son. Did he know about Rymir? I mean, let's see Jay-Z's take on the situation. Now, y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we got the disclaimer out the way, let's shuffle these cards and let's see if Jay-Z believe Rymir is his actual son. So let's pull the cards and let's see if we get the answers that we seek. You got the Two of Wands reversed. You got the Wheel of Fortune. I'm feeling like you got the Queen of Cups. You got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. You got the Fool card reversed. I'm feeling like, okay, all right. So I think I'm starting to see a little bit of something here. I think that Jay-Z did know of him. Didn't know of the boy. I think he was told early on. I think that he chose to abandon him. He chose to walk out on him. You know, I do think that this was a choice. I think he kind of had anxiety about being a father back then. You know what I mean? He was out for himself. You know what I mean? So he denied the child. He denied Raheem. You know what I mean? I feel like the girl was pregnant and she did tell him. He robbed that girl of her innocence. So she was young. She was underage, I feel like. You know what I mean? And she had to grow up real quick. I think you know what I mean? He cut ties with her when he got an opportunity to pursue his career. I think he chose his career over his son. You know what I mean? He felt like if he'd have stayed around, number one, he might have went to jail. Number two, he wouldn't have been able to build his career the way he wanted to being a dad. You know what I mean? If he had to take care of a child, and he chose himself. You know what I mean? He didn't want nothing slowing him down. He didn't want, you know what I mean, the burden of a kid doing that. He also didn't want to have to give her any money. You know what I mean? I think he wanted her to get an abortion or something like that. This is what I'm feeling like, allegedly. I think he caused a lot of issues with her. He made threats towards her, all kind of stuff to try to get her to get an abortion. She refused to, so he abandoned them. He left them broke and destitute and left her to be a single mother and fend for herself, basically. He didn't get them no kind of money, no kind of help, no kind of nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like, let me see, what else is this saying? He was for self. He didn't care. He knew about that boy, but he didn't care. This is what I'm getting, allegedly, from the cards, you know what I mean, and from what my gut is saying. That Jay-Z knew about him. He was told early on, probably when the girl was pregnant, but he didn't want her to keep that baby. You know what I mean? He felt like he was going to get locked up. That's what he was scared of. Let me see here. Let me see what else. Yeah, he felt like he was going to be locked up. He wanted to keep that a secret that he knocked up an underage girl. You know what I mean? People was looking up to Jay-Z. I think it was around the time his career was starting to go up. And like I said, people was looking up to him. You know what I mean? Plus, he didn't want to be tied down to commitment. He didn't want that kind of commitment. Got a child and stuff like that. He wanted to keep all of this from getting out. But he shirked responsibility. He sneakily just left, tried to lie, say that he didn't know nothing about the child. That child ain't his. You know what I mean? He basically backstabbed her and betrayed her. He took the coward approach. He took the coward way out, chose his career over his little son. You know what I mean? Like we said, they struggled as a result. They really struggled. You know what I mean? It was a lot of they had a lot of financial issues growing up. I'm talking about Rymir, his mother. They struggled. You know what I mean? When Jay-Z walked away from them because Jay-Z didn't help none. Let me see here. He wanted to terminate it, get rid of it. He even hoped for a miscarriage. I think he even tried to do magic to make her have a miscarriage. When he saw that he couldn't use money to like kind of persuade her to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Like, he was like, get rid of it. She was like, no. He was like, I'm getting ready to be a celebrity. I can't have this come out. We're not about to do this. I'm not going to be there for that child anyway. You might as well get rid of it. She said no. Still. She chose to have her child, even though she was a child. You know what I mean? Let me see here. But I feel like Jay-Z did try to do something to her. Like, he did try to intimidate her. He tried to scare her. He tried to use his connections. I just think that it didn't prosper. So, therefore, he was just like, well, if you won't keep that child, then don't call me. You know what I mean? Because I told you to get rid of it. I told you I didn't want it. I told you I'd give you money to get rid of it. But that's about as much as I'm giving you money for. This is what I'm, like, allegedly, this is what I'm feeling like. You know, I feel like this is how the conversation kind of went. Something like that. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, he wanted what he wanted, you know what I mean? He didn't, I don't feel like, I'm getting a feeling from the cards, right? He had a certain image of family he wanted to build, and they didn't fit into his image properly because he felt like a certain image would give him a leg up with his career, you know what I mean? And, let me see here. He wanted to look like he was so upstanding, like he was this good man. You know, I think he did. His plan was to kind of marry into the industry. You know what I mean? That way it could be a woman that could make him some money. I think that was his plan to begin with. That way he could be like, it could seem like, oh, we have this good family. Where he wants to look like, because like us, image is everything to Jay-Z. He cares how people see him. So he always wanted, the image that he has with Beyonce, the family man, the upstanding family man, which he's a hypocrite, a BS artist, because from what my cards is saying he likes little girls and he slept with many women. You know what I mean? He eventually wanted to move to that image for the outside world to see him, and he worked hard, you know what I mean, to portray that image, and just like they didn't fit into that picture, you know what I mean, so he had to leave them behind. But he didn't not know about the boy. He knew about the boy. You know what I mean? He knew about that child, and then like I said, the girl wasn't even grown, so it was like, and she won't get rid of it. So let me see here. He basically discarded them and act like they didn't exist. This is what I'm saying, allegedly. So I'm out of cards, so I'm going to end the reading here. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys believe that Jay-Z, you know what I mean, knew about Rymir? He did have a relationship with that girl when she was underage. She was a teenager. You know what I mean? He knew that she was a teenager. He knew all of that. He knew she got pregnant. At least this is what the cards are saying. I'm reading off of what the cards are saying. He tried to push her to have a termination. He was just not about to be, that there being proof that boy, that he slept with that girl at that time and that boy is his. But he knows that boy is his. Or at least, like I said, what my gut is saying and what the cards is a legend. Anyways, leave a comment down below, my babies. And don't forget to share this video with others. Don't forget to like this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, my beautiful soul family. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Love you, my babies. Have a good one.